hold at heart, which is the environment, the business environment for startups and early stage businesses. Many startups either end up showing the first year or within the first 5 years. What is it that some of the factors that contribute to this, the fact that they begin, they mushroom, and then within a year, going to the 5th year, they're all gone? So what are some of the challenges that the businesses, early startups and early stage businesses face that really hinder them from thriving to, the enthusiasm that they started with? Karibu.
Asante. So I think the phenomenon you're talking about is a phenomenon that is not necessarily just ascribed to Tanzania, that is more or less global. And when you look at as a startup, I think I wanted you to mention the 4 startups, because there's different things. So whether you have a product that is actually a market fit and you're actually servicing your people, or you start with a passion and it's not necessarily bringing in the monies that you're supposed to bring in. Something that is actually close to my heart, which has been spoken about, and I think I would like to at least stand on that particular element, which is human capital. Human capital from the perspective of talent. I think in the initial presentation, to talk about that, the quality of human resource. Even Jumanne right now really spoke about investing in human capital, because technology, having startups, all of that is great, but at the end of the day, there are humans that actually need to be behind those desks. So then you're coming back to something as simple as the cost of labor, for the proper cost of labor. Ukiongea na startups hapa tukaambiana kwamba ni watu wangapi ambao unawahaya based on ile kabisa kwamba unamlipia NSSF, unamlipia WCF, unamlipia PAYE. Ukija kuangalia uhalisia wa hiyo cost yako na unataka quality talent ambaye atakusaidia kwenda mbele, sio wewe ndio uanze kumfanyia training, inakuwa ni changamoto kidogo. So cost of labor is something that needs to be looked at from that perspective. Kwa sababu at the end of the day, we're speaking about 100,000 jobs that have been created by startups in Tanzania. Lakini tukija kuifanya breakdown, full-time versus consulting, na ni vitu vidogo vidogo, lakini this is something I think that really, really needs to be looked into. It's something ambayo tunaangaliaga zaidi kwenye financing. Tapata hela, lakini you still need people to sit and do the work. And for a startup to be able to hire good quality talent, it is expensive. Expensive in the sense ya kwamba you want to hire kijana ambaye ametoka ana degree, kumlipa $500,000, $400,000, wakati ya corporate anakuja nampa 1.5. Hapo $500,000 yako hujaweka ile, ukamwekea PAYE, ukamwekea NSSF, ukampa all these benefits, na anataka nini? Utasema umwepe na health insurance, manele ya NSSF haitaki. So these are things that are practical and on the ground that needs to be looked at. But to answer your question, I think just as a roundup, getting the right type of people to actually help you run. As a startup, again, your job is innovating. Usually, mimi kuna kampuni ya kwanza ambayo nilianza, I accrued a lot of NSSF huko ukiangalia kwenye finance na legal. You need support kwenye the finance, the legal, and the human capital, HR, which also a good company. Squeezy company nyingi zikianza zinatafuta support kwenye HR support na kila kitu. So those are opportunities, which comes back to talent. Talent, unaweza kupata hela, unaweza kuwa na idea, lakini idea yako has to really be servicing a need so that utengeneze hela. So watu wakuweza kurun. That's my thing. That's my passion.
Asante sana, Lilian, and we can see that passion from the tone. Jumanne, over to you, and allow me to really pick your brains from the years you've transversed over the innovation space. Kuna kitu kinaitwa startup policy, Jumanne, and we would really wish to know, how have you been able to really navigate